How you doing, Brady?
Howdy, sir. How are you?
Doing well, man. Sorry you didn't get your last road win, possibly. But how can you quickly put this behind you, because you have one more home game, the last one in Liberty Bowl. So how you quickly you can put this behind you so you can move forward?
Just like I do any week. Doesn't matter if it's a big win, big loss, close win, close loss. I'll you swallow the pill, whatever happens. You get on this bus, on this plane, talk with coaches, watch the film 1,000 times, learn from mistakes, and move on to the next one. Right now it stings and it sucks, but as soon as we move past this one, Houston's not going to give a crap about that. So we got to get ready for those guys.
Mitch?
Brady, talk about what you saw from Tulane scheme-wise today. It looks like they switched a lot off the ball and just moved around a lot on defense. What did you see out of them in the scheme-wise?
Yeah, I mean, and I talked with some of the coaches after the game. Like any other week, you're gonna prepare, and I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did they have a couple weeks to prepare for this game with Cope? Okay, so especially with that circumstance, you're gonna get what you see on film, but there's gonna be some stuff that's different, and it wasn't anything special. I think they did a good. Sometimes they just try to confuse you. You move around, walk guys up, standing in gaps, try to occupy guys, but then you're bringing, somewhere else. I thought they, credit them. They did a good job. I didn't think it was anything, wild. I thought they pretty much were who they were, and who they've been the last however many years. It's a tough team that's gonna, try to surprise you, bring some pressures, and it's not a ton of like blitzes that outnumber you. Some circumstances, yes, but it's pops. They're really going to just make matchups across the board. They're going to go 5-on-5. They're going to man you up outside. You have to win matchups up front, on the perimeter, and then the quarterback's obviously got to execute. When it's there. So they did a good job, but I didn't think it was anything special, to be honest.
Evan?
Brady, at this point in the season, is it difficult for you guys to just kind of like keep coming back to the same questions on why the offense can't keep going and get, Coach said it was inconsistent, but is it tough for you guys at this point to try to just still have those questions this late in the season?
Absolutely, man. It's beyond frustrating. And that's what you love about this game, though, is there's no simple answer. There's so many people and little parts that go into success. That's why it's so satisfying and it's so fulfilling when you do perform, like when we have had games when we perform well or we're doing those things. But when you're not doing them, you obviously aren't playing at a high level, and it's frustrating as hell. And it takes everyone to get it fixed, but at some point you also have to look at it and you have to understand, we say we can't keep consistently doing it, but like it's showing up. So we've got to learn how to deal with that if it happens. Today we just got beat flat out. They walked out there and beat us, and I thought we had moments where we showed some bright spots, some good stuff, but not enough consistency, not enough plays being made, down the stretch or in times when we needed one.
On that note, I mean, obviously you just answered about Tulane's defense, but at this point, how much more self-reflection, I guess, can you guys do between now and Houston? Because after then, you guys are going to be waiting to bowl game. So at this point, is it just, what is it really now to just try to keep figuring it out at this point, you think?
It's a good question, man. I feel bad when I don't have answers for you guys all the time. And I don't right now. Because all I know how to do, I'm one person and I'm a quarterback. And so I'm not getting every perspective like a coach or, from a press box or whatnot. So I don't know. That's why, these are my guys, and I'm not just worried about myself and everyone. No, I'm going to make sure that we, are doing everything we can. But, for this, for that question right now for myself, all I can do is control what I can do. And that's look at myself in the mirror. What could I have done better? What situations do I think I could have handled better? Go watch the film. And then, come back tomorrow and we have, meetings and practice and um, do everything I can to motivate guys and get things fixed or, get them executing at a higher level.
We'll do two more. Steven?
Brady, obviously you guys over the last last few years have really just raised the standard of this program.
Yeah, no
Three
doubt.
straight.
No doubt.
Oh yeah, three straight.
Sorry.
I know you got 3 straight conference championship games. That's not going to happen this year. But considering everything you guys went through, if you guys win next Saturday, would you still consider this season a big success?
Yeah, man. So this will probably be a little bit longer answer. I went into this season. I don't remember who asked it, but we talked about goals and yes, it's obviously to be champions, to win a championship. But with this year, for me personally, my goals were more focused on like being very present and going 1-0 every day and, that type of thing, because there's a lot out of our control. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these other, Power 5 conferences, some might play 4 or 5 games, well, you're not going to compete for a championship, even if you're undefeated. And so, that's a tough question just because our standard is championship football. Our standard is competing in American Conference Championship year in and year out and winning it. And so we're obviously where we're at. It's not where we want to be at, but it is what it is. However, I mean, we're winning plenty of games, the majority of our games that we're playing this year, and there's good stuff to take away, and it's not over. That's the thing. We're talking like it's the last game, but we still got, hopefully 2 more. We'll see what COVID and everything offers us, but it's not over, so I'm not going to answer that. But I'm proud of my team, proud of myself, proud of our coaches, proud of this program, and we're going to bounce back for sure.
Mitch, last question for Brady.
Brady, there's been a lot of talk around the country about teams not wanting to play in their bowl games because of COVID and the mental aspect of it. As the leader of this team, where do you stand personally on that? And how does the locker room feel heading into the Houston game? Do you think this will be the last game, or do you guys want to play in that bowl game and take that next step?
I'm going to speak for myself, and I would assume most, if the majority of our team, if not everyone, but I haven't had conversations with every individual, so I don't want to give you a soundbite and then someone will come up to me and say something, but I want to play as many games as possible. So, you schedule 3 more, 4 more, hell yeah, let's roll, strike it up, and let's go. So we're very excited to head into this last week, being able to play Houston, be able to play at home in the Liberty Bowl for the final game of the regular season, and then we'll see what the whole bowl season has to offer. Obviously, that's not really something that we can, like, yes, you have some control over your record and how you play and whatnot, but there's a lot of outside sources, outside factors that we'll see what happens. But I would love to partake in one. Those are always fun experiences, even though it's probably going to be less of a full trip and more of a kind of show up a day or 2 before. But those are always fun, and it's another opportunity to play college football, which is the greatest sport known to man, in my opinion. So that's my answer for you.
Thanks, Brady.
Thank you, guys. God bless.